Racing game channels are rubbish. I need to push myself and this channel further. And the one rule that I am bringing with me to do that is to make every video better. Today is one of those that's going to be difficult to beat, I personally think. 50 laps of the Goliath. Now, depending on what I want, money, rep, whatever, there are a lot of different options when it comes to the Horizon of the Forza Edition cars. DGS uploaded a video showing all the Horizon Edition cars. So I had about 3 to choose from. I think it was the Alfa Romeo and some other thingabobber and the GTR, which is the one I decided to go with. But without further ado, let's jump into the challenge. Now, obviously, I could drive this thing super stock, but I could also upgrade it, which is probably what I'm going to do. Body kits. This car has a setup that's been set up already by someone that's not me. I'm going to take it off just because I want to see. The Forza kit. For God's sake, I was expecting something better than that. So S1 is the current form of it. It was S2. I do know that we can get this thing to X class by going onto the fan tunes. That is the plan. I know there's going to be a heck of a lot of tunes that people can make that are a million times better than what I can make. Grip for Goliath. That's the one we're heading with. I know it's been set up amazingly, pretty darn sure. It's one of the most popular, so it better be. 57 grand, which I could have saved by not removing the parts I had already. I have to say that one of my favorite colors on this vehicle is easily the silvery gray option there is. I don't think you can actually, well, obviously we can't get this because it's a proper race car version, but I'm going to get as close to it as possible, and then we're going to put some carbon bits on it to make it stand out a little bit more. I can't paint the wing. The wheels as well. They're going to be carbon fiber weight reduction. And my boy Corey has come in clutch with the vinyl for the knobhead. So that's going on right on the car, representing. I don't know how to work this game. I feel like a right noob. I actually haven't beaten the game yet. So how do I have Goliath? Well, you don't actually have to beat the game. Just so you know, you have to beat the normal race progression path. And in here, we should be able to find on the best of the month, for example, the events that we're looking for. We found it. The Goliath. Am I ready for this? I don't know. Am I ready for this? Podcast that are ready? I'm jumping in. Oh, am I ready for this? Am I actually genuinely going to try and do this? I'm not a good racer. I don't know what I'm doing. I end up in the pissing wall. Look at the GTR though. This is the perfect choice for me to properly dive in. This thing is being handled like a G because I didn't make it. Now, I could definitely get some more money out of this. I know above average AI. I don't know my level of difficulty of AI I want to go for. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm here for the reputation. That's why I bought the GTR. Everything else, it's irrelevant. I'm going to get 50% more money, which, to be fair, is actually quite a lot. Let's get it on. I hate how it just dives right into it. But we're going. Manual transmission. This is going to be one hefty race. And you're going to be along with the whole thing for... You're not... I'm going to skip through, don't worry. I could totally do an unedited video of me doing the Goliath. But that would definitely not go well. Because, I mean, some madmen might do it. It doesn't even matter that I'm crashing into the walls and stuff. Because I'm already 5th place. And I have got a few laps to catch up. It's also the first time I'm driving this car, as you can clearly tell. And also the first time I'm driving the Goliath. So... yes, why I thought this would be a good idea. Oh my god, why am I doing this? I can't even drive. I don't know how... oh my god, what's happening here? I don't know how long a lap is on this. I mean, I'm going to find out shortly. I've got a podcast at the ready to listen to. I'm going to be listening to the new H3 podcast for those that are interested. Why are there boulders in the road? The AI are making mistakes. That's good. Hopefully they make it all the way around and I fix up. Oh, just like that, we're back in 1st place. I get to do some exploring the map. I'll learn the map a little bit using this race as well. I'll learn the skyline, which is set up crazily. It's one of those where you have to drive, you have to accelerate to get it to properly turn. It turns better when you're under power, which is terrifying to me because that's not used to how I'm doing it. I'm not used to do... what? That was not English. Make every video better than the last, I said. Make it bang. How do I top the Goliath? I don't know. We're heading now to the city. We've been driving for 4 minutes. We're still on the 1st lap. The pressure's just setting in more and more. And every time that number ticks up, I'm like, for God's sake, why am I doing it? I've got to do 50 of these. It's a good job you can't do 100 laps because I would have had to do that instead. We're blitzing through. Look out, you Scottish ball bags. I'm coming through. Love the ways the cars just hold the power through this section. The road looks like it bends so much more than it actually does. And it makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like you're doing good, but actually, The road's just set up perfectly. But that's okay, because it makes me feel powerful and strong. I'm not even a good driver. It's usually the good Forza drivers that do these types of videos. But you know, I thought, yeah, I can do that as well. Yep. And we'll see when I end up in a tree within 5 seconds time. I'm also ranking up in skills as I go through this. Coming through. Oh my god, that's going to be a chat up line I use. Yes. We just went up an influence level to rank 50 as well. That's a wheel spin that's earned from doing the race. So obviously, I'm going to get a whole bunch of leveling up and wheel spins from this, which we will go through. I promise you. Don't you worry. I think I just saw the finish for 1 lap. 1 lap Goliath would be easy. 10 minutes? What kind of race is that? I've done much longer. How you all doing? I'm back again. Causing some trouble, you doing. Do you know that kind of sounded Geordie there for a second. Sorry about that. I've been doing much better this lap, which makes sense. It's my 2nd lap around. I've actually seen the route. I've not seen anyone do the full lap before. I've not watched through a video of people doing a full lap. That was much closer to 9 minutes that time, and I still did some messing up. That music just made me poo my pants. This is the section where everybody catches up to me. See if I can actually get it right this time. Make sure I get the corners correct, and we should be grand. For God's sake. Hello. We are doing lap 5 of 50. We're coming up to 40 minutes. I can't even count. I'm tired. But I've been doing pretty well, holding it pretty heavy. Now, I've learned this car a lot more than when I first jumped in. I think this is probably now the car that I've driven the absolute most in this game already. And by the end of it, it definitely will be. We're looking at about, at most, 50 minutes per 5 laps, I would say. So, quite a lot. But then again, it did include the fact that I was been learning this car and kind of thing. You get the idea. I'm going to say that thank the Lord I have a podcast to watch for this. I need more podcast suggestions, quite honestly. For the amount of driving I do in real life, I basically do a Goliath all the time. Every single lap and every single race, I see that thing on top of the hill. It tempts me to just go absolutely flying off the cliff. How can you not want to do that? But I'm holding out pretty well. I do think I need to stock up on some refreshment soon. Gone 40 minutes. I ain't had a drink. Stay hydrated. Got a crunchy. I'm alright. But other than that, let's just keep going, I guess. Coming on to lap number 10. It's going pretty well, actually. 1 hour 20 for 10 laps. So quite the meaty experience if you think about it. Gotta multiply that, but right now my brain isn't working in the terms of math. All I'm thinking of is, don't bin it! There is actually dynamic weather in races, if you didn't know. The road's a little bit wet. It was raining earlier, which is pretty sweet. I didn't even know it had dynamic weather. I mean, I should hope it does. It hasn't changed time of day yet, but we're getting the speed going. The flow setter. The Bochetta? What did you spend your Monday doing, Theo? Huh? 25 laps. Well, we're on the 25th lap. It's been a while since I recorded a little segment for you, but we're back. I'd actually do a little bit of an edit for today's video. Something I've noticed, they are sticking to me, even though I flew away from them right at the beginning, so I know for a fact now that Forza does have a form of rubber banding. Randomly at one point, someone came flying up behind me, managed to push him back, get rid of him. But I'm not like everyone else. I don't assume that rubber banding means it's a bad game, because it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It means that I feel as if I'm being pushed. If I did not have AI on my bottom right now, I think I would have fallen asleep many a time. So about halfway through, 3.5 hours over to do 25 laps, which is half of it. So we're looking at about 6, 7 and a bit hours to complete the thing, which, to be totally fair, is not too shabby at all. Come on, 26 laps, 26th lap, which means we have completed 25 laps, which means we are properly halfway. So yeah, it's going to be over 7 hours if the average stays the same. All of a sudden, I don't know, we get some NOS or something, and a bit of a skid. Oh yes, all-wheel drive. Let's get it on. 44 laps complete. Oh my god, how do I still have energy? I don't know. But we're getting pretty darn close now. We're going to be counting down any second now to the 45th lap, all the way up to 50 laps. It's been a journey, I tell you. I've figured out many things about this game, as I said, about the AI, and now I have some extra advice for you. If you're planning on doing a similar challenge to me, at least even a quarter of it, turn off the music and put your own music on, because Jesus Christ, the songs decide to repeat themselves over and over again. I listened to the same song for what felt like about 12 minutes, and it was a hip-hop song that I enjoyed, and now it's been ruined. But we're coming on up now to the 45th lap, which is a pretty important one because it brings the countdown of the last 5 laps, which is pretty crazy to me. So I guess without further ado, the final countdown is about to begin. I see you guys on the other side. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. We're on the final section now. The final 8 minutes. Literally the final 8 minutes before we get our prizes. I am dying inside. I learned a lot about this car. I learned a lot about the game. I learned a lot about Forza in general. It's been a very thorough and travelling experience. I've been going to different places I never thought I'd be, but also places I've been about 50 times, would you imagine. I've also leveled up quite a lot in the skills, in normal race. I don't even know. Different levels of different things. I think I started this overall level-wise about 5 or 6 levels lower than I actually am now, which is pretty crazy. I could have done a lot more as well if you did some drifting around corners and stuff. I was worried about so many things like the console crashing and my internet going off, because I'm actually using this console as in a sign-in basis, so if I signed out it would kick me off the game to tell me you don't have this license. My internet went off just yesterday at midnight during a stream. Okay, this is it. This is the final little section here. And we have done it. 7 hours and 24 minutes. 50 laps of the Goliath. I've gone and done it. How much money am I going to get from this? A best lap of a 36 from this man over here. That's crazy. The AI rubber banded to absolute hell to try and catch up with me. Don't press the restart button. I am the winner. Chicken dinner. What am I going to get? 4 million? Come on. Pennies, mate. Influence is what I'm after, though. There we go. 1.3 million influence. Oh my god, I think I'm going to be here a while. Wait, it stopped. Maybe it only does it a few times. We're level 145. And we got a super wheel spin. Alpha to top it off. Collect my prize. I'm going to dislike that blueprint. Thank you very much. Oh god.
Me and Rebecca have been talking.
Oh god.
You love road racing.
Oh, please shut up, woman. I'm just going to unlock everything now. I think it's genuinely going to unlock all of the events. I've pretty much... Yeah, there it is. Colossus Goliath. There we are. I've unlocked it. How did he do it? I know it's magical, isn't it? So I've gone from being level... Wait, new car's been added to your garage. Why? 104... I went from level 49 to 145. 9 plus wheel spins to collect. I wonder how many I actually have. I guess we'll have to find out in the next video. But thank you so much for joining us. There you go. I'm now pretty much sorted for life in this game, and I'm never going to grind on this game again. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and next video, we'll be opening some wheel spins. Until next time, peace.